Hey guys and gals, I'm going to show you how to make a basic fifth wheel with Lego bricks for today's tutorial. Let's begin with an 8x8 plate. We're going to flip this over along the left hand side, a 2x8 plate. Place this right here. Make sure that's mushed down really good. Then a pair of 2x6 plates. Place these right here. Then I'm going to slide in a 4x12 plate right here. Just make sure we have two sets of studs in this area. Next, we're going to flip this back over, set down a 1x6 plate right here, then proceed on with a 2x4 plate. Place that right here. Now I want to take a 2x6 plate. I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to set in a pair of 1x2 plates on both ends underneath. Flip that back over and set that right there. We're going to need to give ourselves some clearance for our mud guards. Then proceed on with a 2x4 plate and a 1x6 plate right here. And we're going to place an 8x16 plate right here in this 2x4 lip. Then I want to flip this over. Take a set of 1x1 plates. I'm going to place these in these corners. These are just going to be used to fill in these spaces. Set down a 2x4 plate in this area, and right here a 2x8 plate. In this area right here, a 2x3 plate. Now I want to start forming up the track system for my steps. Take a 2x4 plate. I want to push this in by a set of studs. Place that right there. Okay, let's skip 4 rows of studs and set down a 2x3 plate and a 2x4 plate right here. Then a 2x6 plate right here, and along the right hand side a 2x8 plate. Place that right there. I want to lock all these joints together with a 6x10 plate. I'll flip this over and place this right here. Now you're going to have to really muscle this down, and this is very critical because we don't want the wheels and the mud guards come flying off while we're driving down the road. And right in the middle, a 2x6 plate. Then we're going to take a pair of 1x2 plates, place these right here, and a set of 2x2 by 2/3 plate with bearing. Place these to where the bearings are facing outwards. And to lock all that together, a 4x6 plate. That takes care of the axle assembly. For a sliding step, take a 4x6 plate. Along one end, I'm going to place a set of 1x2 radiator grills, followed by a 2x4 flat tile. We're going to set that right there. And a pair of 1x6 flat tiles. This is going to act as the stop for our step. I'm going to flip this over and set this right in this opening. Then take 4 1x2 plates with slide. I'm going to place these right here. These are going to aid into keeping the step inside the track. Take another 1x2 plate with slide. I'm going to place a 1x2 plate on top. I want to make 2 of these. I'm going to set these on this side here. If everything works well, this should slide out and go back in. For leveling jacks, take a 1x2 rocker bearing and a 2x2 rocker bearing plate. Place it as shown, and on the bottom, a 1x2 plate and a set of studs. Now I want to make 2 of these, and I'm going to fold them like this to make this easier. I'm going to set these right here in these 2 areas. Let's take our other one, place it right there. Let's flip the chassis over. I'm going to focus my attention on the rear bumper. Starting with a 2x8 plate, I'm going to place a 2x4 flat tile right in the center. And for rear taillights, a pair of 1x2 plates. Then for reverse lights, some transparent clear studs, and for turn signals, some transparent orange studs. Now I'm going to take some downwards 1 by 2 by 2 by 2 angler plates, place these right behind the taillight assembly. And now we're going to set this right in this area, so just press that down firm. Right in this area, a 1 by 4 plate, and along the back, a 1 by 6 plate. Just be sure to hold underneath. This thing's a bit rocky. Now right in this corner, we're going to begin our floor, starting with a 1 by 1 flat tile. Place down a 1 by 2 plate that's going to be used to anchor down our toilet, and a 1 by 1 flat tile right there. Then I'm going to set down a 1 by 4 plate there, and a 1 by 2 by 2 corner plate in this area. Then I'm going to begin wrapping around the 1 by 2 plate with a 1 by 2 by 2 corner flat tile, and right here a 1 by 2 flat tile. Then we're going to proceed on with a set of 2 by 2 flat tiles and a pair of 1 by 2 flat tiles for the bathroom floor. For the shower pan, take a 1 by 2 by 1 double wall element, set that right here on the left hand side, and a pair of 1 by 2 by 1 regular wall elements. Place these as shown. Right in this area, 2 by 4 and 1 by 6 plates, followed by a 1 by 2 by 2 corner plate right in that area. For mud guards, take a set of 1 by 2 modified bricks with screen. This is the longer version. Place these in these 1 by 2 openings. Got to keep the mud off the side of the basic fifth wheel. Place those right there. Right here, a 2 by 2 plate, and in this area, a 2 by 3 plate, followed by a 1 by 3 plate here to fill in this area. Now we're going to take a 1 by 2 by 2 corner flat tile, place that right there, and a 1 by 1 plate. That plate's going to be used to anchor down our door. Then a pair of 2 by 2 flat tiles and 3 1 by 2 flat tiles. Set these right in these openings. Then we're going to place a 1 by 4 plate right here, and I'm going to lock this area with a 2 by 4 plate. Gotta remember to hold underneath, press that down, and then right here, 1 by 3 and 1 by 2 by 2 corner plates. Then a set of 1 by 8 plates right here on the top. Then I'm going to place a 1 by 6 and 1 by 8 flat tiles right there. Then I'm going to place 4 more 2 by 2 flat tiles in this area right here. Make sure that's really pressed down firm. And in this area, 3 1 by 2 flat tiles. Let's wrap around this area with a 1 by 2 by 2 corner flat tile and a 1 by 1 flat tile right there. Then we're going to proceed on with 8 2 by 2 flat tiles. Yes, pretty much throughout the remainder of the build, you're going to have to hold underneath. Place those down, make sure they're pressed down firm. And for 1 by 2 flat tiles, place those right there. In this area, 2 by 6, a 1 by 8 plate, place that right there, followed by a 1 by 4 plate and a 1 by 6 plate right here to finish up this portion of the chassis. Now right in this area, 1 by 3, 1 by 4 flat tiles. I want to proceed on with a 1 by 4 and a pair of 1x8 flat tiles. These are going to act as the stops and fillers for the main slide out. Let's begin the lower wall construction on the right hand side with a 1x8 brick. Then I'm going to take a 1x1 angler headlight brick and I'm going to place a transparent orange stud. This is going to be a marker light. I'm going to place this right here. Then I want to surround that brick with a 1x2x2 corner brick and place a 2x2 brick right next to it. For a set of stairs to get into the bedroom, let's start with a 2x3 plate. I'm going to place a 1x3 plate right on top and a 1x3 flat tile right here. Then I'm going to place a 1x3 plate on top of the previous 1x3 plate and a 1x3 flat tile. I'm going to set the stair assembly right here. Then another 1x1 angler headlight brick and a transparent orange stud. Set that right here. And a 1x3 brick in this area. Now we're going to leave this spot here open for our entry door. So we're going to skip 4 studs, place down a 1x6 brick and a 1x16 brick. Now I'm using a larger brick for this area to strengthen up this portion of the floor assembly to flatten everything out. Then right here, a 1x1 angler headlight brick and a transparent orange stud for a marker. And we're going to slip in a 1x6 brick. We're going to rotate the unit around and we're going to take a 1x1 angler headlight brick and a orange stud, place that right there. Right next to the shower pan, a 1x2 brick. Then I want to skip 3 studs and place another 1x2 brick in that area. In this area, a 1x2 brick, and I'm going to take a 1x1 angler headlight brick. I'm going to place a black stud on this one. Set this right here. This is going to be for our electrical hookup. And right here, a 1x4 brick. Sure, there's 3 studs inside. And I'm going to put a 1x1 brick right in this area. Now I want to set down set of 1x1 angler headlight bricks and a 1x2x2 corner brick. This opening here is going to be for our bathroom door. Right in this area, a 2x3 brick, and I want to skip 6 studs. Right in this area, a 2x2 brick. Alright, we're going to rotate our unit around and we're going to focus back right here. We're going to set down a 1x8 plate. Then in this area, 2x4 brick and a 1x4 brick right here. Right in this area, I'm going to set down a 1x2 plate and a 1x2 brick, followed by a 1x8 brick, and right here, a 1x6 brick. Now, right in here, a 1x1 and 1x2x2 corner bricks, followed by 1x3, 1x2, 1x2x2 corner brick. Set that right there. And then we're going to fill in this area with a 1x4 brick, a 1x2x2 corner brick. I'm going to rotate the unit around, and right here, a 1x3 brick. For some bathroom cupboards, we're going to take a 2x3x2 cupboard. I'm going to populate the cupboard with some drawers. Set those right in there, and this one wants to be stubborn. And right on the top, 3 1x2 flat tiles. I'm going to set that right in this 2x3 opening. Just press that down firm. And for a bathroom sink, start with a 1x2 plate. Let's place a 1x1 brick right here. And for a sink basin, a 1x1x1 corner wall element. Then I'm going to place a tap right on the 1x1 brick. Set this right in this opening right here. Then we're going to proceed on with a 1x4 brick. I'm going to place a 1x4 flat tile right on top and place this right on top of the previous 1x4 brick. Then a pair of 1x1 angler headlight bricks. Place those there. And a 1x2x2 corner brick in that area. Over here, we're going to place a set of 1x2 radiator grills right on the angler headlight bricks. And we're going to finish up our lower cupboards in our kitchen, starting with a 2x3 brick. Then for a little oven, take a 2x3x2 cupboard. I'm going to place a black cupboard door inside, close that up, and I want to take a 1x2 radiator grill. This is going to be our burner. Set that right on that corner. I'm going to place this right in this area. And for some drawers for the kitchen, start with a 2x3x2 cupboard. Let's populate this with some drawers. And I'm going to flat tile this right in this corner here with a 1x2 flat tile. I'm going to put another one perpendicular. And I'm going to set this unit in right here. Complete the kitchen counter. And right in this area, a 1x2 jumper plate and a 1x2x1 double corner wall element. Set that right there. This is going to be our kitchen sink basin. And I'm going to place a tap right on top of the jumper plate for a faucet. Let's start with an 8x8 plate for the bedroom floor. Right in this area, I'm going to set down a 1x3 plate and a modified 1x4 plate with 2 studs. Place that right there. Then I want to wrap around with a 1x6 plate. Then I'm going to proceed on with a pair of 1x6 flat tiles. Then right in this area, a set of 1x4 flat tiles and a pair of 1x6 flat tiles. The original model had reddish brown, but I already broke enough of that in the prototype of this model. I don't want to risk it again. And right here, a 1x2 plate, and along the right hand side, a 1x8 plate. Now down here, 1x4 and 1x3 plates. Place these right here. We're going to place a 1x6 flat tile right here and a 1x2 flat tile in this area. These are going to be the stops for the bedroom slide out. Let's install our bedroom floor assembly right here in this 1x8 lip. Just press that down firm. Place that right there. Then I want to proceed on locking this joint together with a set of 2x3 bricks. And in this area, a 1x1 angler headlight brick and a transparent orange stud. Place it there for a marker light. Then right here, a 1x6 brick and another 1x1 angler headlight brick and a transparent orange stud. Place this one right here. You want to be sure to hold underneath in this area. And in this area here, to lock in this joint, a 1x8 brick. Right here I want to skip 6 studs, and we're going to place down a 1x6 and 1x8 bricks. And we're going to wrap around with a 1x3 brick, 1x6 brick to finish up that area. We're going to rotate our unit around and place a 1x3 brick right there. Right here we're going to set down a 1x2 brick for a wall partition and a 1x1 brick here to frame up our door, and a 1x6 brick to strengthen up all these joints in this area. Lock all that together. Now before I forget, we're going to add the toilet into our fifth wheel. So I'm going to take a stick with flange, place it right on this stud right here, right in that area. Then I want to drop a panner right over the stick where the tube locks in the other stud of the 1x2 plate. Set that down right there. And a life buoy. I want the stud facing down so we can lock inside the stick with flange. And sometimes that will come off. It will stay in there once we're done. And I could just filter that out, but well, this is a primitive fifth wheel. We'll set that right there. So just stick your life buoy down to lock all that in place. Now it won't come out. And a 2x2 round sign with snap. Place it right on the stick. That's going to simulate an open toilet seat. We're going to start right here with a 1x2 brick. Let's continue on with a 1x6 brick and a 1x2x2 corner brick to wrap around this corner. Then we're going to proceed on with a 1x4 brick a 1 by 2 by 2 corner brick, finish up this area, followed by a 1 by 6 brick. Let's strengthen up our wall partition with a 1 by 3 brick and a 1 by 4 brick right here. Then I'm going to place a pair of 1 by 1 angler headlight bricks, followed by a 1 by 2 brick right next to the angler headlight bricks, and let's face these off with a 1 by 2 radiator grill. Now we're going to take a 1 by 2 by 2 window frame with glass, place this right here, then a set of 1 by 1 bricks, place these on top of one another, place this right next to our window. Now right in this area right here, a 1 by 4 brick followed by a 2 by 4 brick to strengthen that wall partition up. Then back on the right hand side, a 1 by 6 brick. We're going to start forming up the walls for our bedroom. A 1 by 2 by 2 corner brick. Then I'm going to slip in a 1 by 4 and 1 by 3 bricks. Now back in this area, a pair of 2 by 3 bricks. And right here to lock all these joints together, a 1 by 8 brick, just be sure to hold on the bottom, and a 1 by 2 brick in that area. Now I want to skip 2 studs, place this 1 by 4 brick right here, and I almost made a mistake myself. Then take a set of 1 by 2 by 3 windows with glass. I'm going to place these right in these areas. On the right hand side of our door, we're going to take 3 1 by 1 bricks, place these on top of one another. We're going to make a column, or if you choose, you can just use a 1 by 3 column. Set that right there. And on the left hand side of the door, we're going to take a set of 1 by 1 bricks, place these on top of one another, and a 1 by 1 angler headlight brick. And I want to face this off with a transparent yellow stud. This is going to act as our little porch light. Make sure that's all lined up. And I'm going to set this column right here. Then I want to proceed on with a 1 by 16 brick. This is going to be used to just lock all these joints together, make sure everything is secured. And right here, far left, a 1 by 4 brick. Now I want to rotate the unit around with focus right in this area right here. We're going to stack a set of 1 by 2 plates on top of one another and a modified 1 by 2 plate with stick. Then I'm going to take a stick with holder, place it right in the middle, and a 1 by 1 nose cone, and that's trying to get away. Set that right there. I'm going to place this right here for a little shower head. Then we're going to proceed on in this area with a 1 by 4 and 1 by 3 bricks. Place those right there. Now we're going to take a left hand 1 by 3 by 4 door. I want to place the door where the handle's on the inside, and this is going to prevent the slide out from hitting that. And then I'm going to lock that in with a 1 by 6 brick. And I'm going to finish this up with another 1 by 6 brick. Take a 2 by 3 by 2 cupboard. I'm going to place a door right on the cupboard. This is going to be our little mini fridge. I'm going to place a 2 by 3 brick right on top. And I'm going to set this unit right here. Press that down firm. And a 1 by 2 by 3 wall element along the side, and a 1 by 4 by 3 wall element right here. That's why the tiles were missing in that area. This is going to be used to attach our fake upper cabinets. Now, back on the left, we're going to start on this side here with a 1 by 3 and 1 by 4 bricks. Place those right there, followed by a 1 by 3 brick. Now we're going to take a 1 by 2 by 2 window frame with glass. Place this right here. Be a little bedroom window. Now we're going to take a 1 by 4 by 5 door, one of these old style doors. We're going to set this right in here. And yes, that's the kind of door I used back when I was building these. Then I'm going to lock all that together with a 1 by 16 brick. This makes a nice header to lock the door and the windows all in place. Now, notice how I'm struggling here. I'm going to have to wiggle and jiggle some stuff in a bit. And sometimes things don't want to line up, so you just have to slowly wiggle it in until it locks in place. Now we're going to take a 1 by 4 plate. Let's place a 1 by 3 plate right on top. Note the orientation of our lip. We're going to place this right in this area. And we're going to set down a 2x4 brick right there. Take a 1x2 plate, place a 1x1 plate right on top. I'm going to place this right in this area. Now right in the back, a 1x8 brick. Then we're going to lock this corner together with a 1x2x2 corner brick and a 1x4 brick right above the bathroom door. Now right back in the bathroom, we're going to set down a 1x6 brick, followed by 1x2x2 corner brick, 1x4 brick, 1x2x2 corner brick, and a 1x6 brick right there. For the main slide out, start with a 1x10 plate on the right hand side. Let's set down a 2x3 brick. Then I want to slide in a 4x10 plate right underneath the 2x3 brick. Then I want to place a 2x6 brick right here and a 1x3 brick along the right hand side. Then this is going to be the base of our sofa with a set of 2x4 bricks. We're going to take another 1x10 plate. I'm going to set down a 1x3 brick right here where it's hanging over by one stud. Then I'm going to place a 1x6 brick and a 1x2x2 corner brick. Take this assembly, we're going to set this right here. Then I'm going to slide in a 4x10 plate right here, and I'm going to lock all this together with a pair of 2x3 bricks. I'm going to place another set of 2x3 bricks along the left hand side, followed by a 1x3 brick. Along the right hand side, a 1x4 and 1x1 bricks. In the back, a pair of 1x6 bricks. Let's build up the back of the sofa with a set of 1x4 palisade bricks and a pair of 1x2 palisade bricks for arms. Skip 2 studs. I want to place a set of 1x4 bricks and a 1x1 brick here on the bottom left. Let's take a 1x4 palisade brick. I'm going to place a 1x4 flat tile right on top. Make 2 of these. I'm going to place one right here and another one on this side. For our dining table, let's take a 4x4 plate. I want to flip this over. I'm going to set a 2x4 plate right here. The 4x4 plate is hanging over by a set of studs, and 1x2 plate right here and another 1x2 plate on the side. Now for a tabletop, set down a set of 1x4 flat tiles. Now I didn't have 2x4 flat tiles when I built the original over a decade ago. So we're going to keep the authenticity of it. Place that right there. And I'm going to set this right in this 1x2 opening. Take a set of 1x2 bricks. Let's stack these on top of one another. Now I want to make 5 of these. I'm going to place this one right here. I want to skip 8 studs, place another column brick there, skip 6 studs, place this one right here. Now I want to leave a set of windows in these 2 areas, so I'm going to place a pair of 1x2 brick assemblies right here. Take 9 1x2x2 frames. I'm going to insert glass inside these. I'm going to place these in these openings. Now, the original that I had a mixture of both wall elements and little windows. At the time I didn't have enough of these. So now I have the correct number of parts to fill all that in. It's still a primitive build, but this appreciates the complexity of the newer ones that I have built. Take a 2x4 plate. Let's set down a 1x4 plate along one side. Now I want to make 2 of these. I'll place these right here. This is going to aid into locking in our windows and our corner joints. Place those right there. And a 4x4 plate. Let's set down a pair of 1x4 flat tiles right in the center. I'm going to place this right here. We have 6 stud openings on both sides. Then we're going to fill in these openings with a set of 1x6 plates. Then we're going to fill in these two areas with a set of 1x8 flat tiles. Now another little fun fact is this is not really scaled for minifigures. At that time I didn't know how to build these. They're not like my newer ones where they can seat minifigures comfortably. So it's only 3 bricks tall inside, so there's not a whole lot of room. Next we're going to take a 1x1 plate, place a 1x1 by 2/3 slope. I want to make 2 of these. These are going to be the stops. I want to make sure that the back portion of our slope is facing towards the tiles. We're going to make 2 of these and set these right here to finish up the stops. Now we're going to flip this on its side. Right in this area, a 1x3 plate and a 1x10 plate. This is going to be the other portion of our stop to complete the main living area slide out. Let's take our main living area slide out. We're going to place this right inside, right here. Now we're going to construct a header for the top of our slide out, starting with a 1x10 plate. Let's place a 1x8 plate right on the bottom where it's hanging over by one stud. And I want to slip in a 1x10 plate there, followed by another 1x10 plate right on top. And in this area, a 1x4 plate where it's hanging out by one stud. And we're going to place this assembly right above our slide out. Then I want to secure the header in with a 1x4 plate and a 1x2 plate here on the right hand side. Now right here we're going to set down a 1x2 brick and then a 2x10 brick, and I'm going to place 4 2x2 flat tiles right in the center. And we're going to set this right in this area. Just may have to wiggle everything in a bit because sometimes these wall panels don't like to line up, so we'll just have to push that down firm. And right here, a 1x3 flat tile and a 2x2 flat tile in that area. Now right here, we're going to set down a 1x3 and 1x2 flat tiles. Then I want to proceed on with a 1x6 flat tile and 3 1x8 flat tiles. I'm placing these in now to secure the top of the header a bit further above our main slide out. Place that right there. And in this area, a 1x6 flat tile and a set of 1x3 flat tiles. Right there. Now let's focus our attention on the ladder. So take one of these modified 1x2 plates with stick and a ladder piece. Place that right there. I'm going to set this right in this opening. I'm just going to swing that down. Now right here, a 1x3 flat tile, and in this area, a pair of 1x8 flat tiles. Smooth tile off this section of the fifth wheel. Then right here, 1x3 and 1x8 flat tiles. Now for the bedroom door, we're going to take a right hand 1x3x4 door. We're going to place this right on the 1x1 plate, and we're going to secure that with a 1x6 brick. Then I want to proceed on with 1x4 and 1x3 bricks, followed by 1x3 and 1x4 bricks. For the bedroom slide out, start with the 4x6 plate. Right in the center, I'm going to set down a 2x4 plate, and in the front lip, a 1x6 plate right there. Then I'm going to place a 4x6 plate right on top to where it's hanging over by 3 rows of studs. This is going to be our bed, and a 1x2 flat tile for a little pillow. Right in the back, a 1x6 brick, and along the sides, a pair of 1x2 bricks. Let's take a set of 1x1 plates. We're going to stack them on top of one another. Now I want to make 2 of these and place these and these 1x1 openings. We have to correct an offset issue. In the back corners, a set of 1x2x2 corner bricks, and along the sides, a pair of 1x2 bricks. Let's take a 1x2x2 window frame with glass already installed. We're going to place this right where our pillow is at. Then I want to wrap around with 4 1x2 bricks. Place those in those areas. Take an inverted 1x2 45-degree slope. I'm going to place a 1x1 by 2/3 slope right on top. Right on the front, this is going to be the stop. I want to make 2 of these. I'm going to place these assemblies right in the 1x1 openings. And finish off the top of the slide out, 4 1x6 flat tiles. To complete the bed, we're going to flip this on its side. Right here, a 1x2 brick and a pair of 1x3 bricks. Let's place in our bedroom slide out right in this area. I have to wiggle it in a bit. Then I'm going to take a 1x8 brick, place a 1x6 flat tile right in the center. We're going to place this right above the bedroom slide out. Then we're going to proceed on with a set of 1x8 flat tiles and a 1x6 flat tile. Now I'm going to test my slide outs real quick. So that one comes out and goes back in. So does the main one. Now let's flip our fifth wheel over. We're going to focus on the tires and the hitch. So take a wide tire and a wide rim. We're going to place the rim inside the tire. I want to make 4 of these. We're just going to snap these on our 2x2 bearing plates. Just make sure they spin freely. Don't want to make any mistakes at this point. Place those right there. And we're going to focus on the hitch. Take a set of modified 2x2 plates with hole. We're going to place these on top of one another. Then I'm going to take a 3-stud long cross axle with stud. I'm going to place a bushing right here. Then I'm going to slip this in as shown. I'm going to take another bushing and place this one on the bottom. And where does this go? Right there. Set that right in that area. Press that down firm. Then we're going to take a 2x4 Technic plate. We're going to place a 2x2 round plate with cross hole. Place that there. And a 2x2 round flat tile with a hole. And I'm going to put some 1x2 by 2/3 slopes. And this is meant to attach to several of my pickup truck builds. You would just put this inside the pickup and you could just drop your hitch in as shown. For the roof, start with a 2x8 plate along the left hand side and set down a 1x6 plate. Then I'm going to place a 6x16 plate right here. Then I'm going to flip it over in these 2 areas. A set of 2x3 plates, that one was trying to get away, and a pair of 2x8 plates. Place those right there. Then set down another set of 2x8 plates. I'm going to flip this back over right here, set down a 1x6 plate. We need to correct an offset issue. Then we're going to place 4 1x8 plates, 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top. In this area, a 6x12 plate. Then I want to flip this over. I'm going to place another set of 2x8 plates in that area, followed by a 2x8 plate on the right hand side. Now we're going to flip this back over. Then we're going to continue on with a pair of 1x10 plates and a set of 1x4 18-degree slopes. Place these right here. Let's set a pair of 1x6 plates on top of one another. Place this right here and a 1x8 brick along the right hand side. For the roof-mounted air conditioner, we're going to start with a 4x4 plate. I'm going to place this right next to our 1x6 plate. And then right here, a 1x2 plate. Then a 4x4 by 2/3 hood plate. And a 1x2 radiator grill to top that off. Now I want to slide this off to the side. Let's take a 4x10 plate and a 2x8 plate. We're going to place the 4x10 plate on one side and another 4x10 plate on the other part. I want to flip this over, and right here I'm going to set a pair of 2x6 plates and a set of 1x2x2 corner plates. These are going to be used to keep the top portion of our roof from sliding off the coach. And I'm going to take this and place this on the previous roof assembly. Just got to really mush that down to complete the roof of the fifth wheel. Now let's set the roof on top of our basic fifth wheel. And it should just snap right here in the rear where the ladder is at. Now we're ready for a new adventure, and if you don't want to lose this, you can just attach this right here.